We are live, motherfuckers. How's it going, everybody? Hope everybody is having a great day. Um, does everybody here remember what happened last time? And that's including the audience. Probably not the audience because it's not their job. However, you guys, what do you remember?
Fucking
Well, I remember Godzilla,
You shouldn't
Gojira.
because
the
it.
potatoes, and then there was that guy under the bridge. Oh yeah, and that other thing that happened.
I'm gonna say because the creature that you guys fought looked closer to ultimate ultimate weapon or diamond weapon or ruby weapon or the weapons than
Oh
Godzilla.
yeah, it wasn't ultimate
That
nothing
wasn't the
as we
last time
trounced.
we fought. We played. That was the last time Rex played.
Yes.
Yeah, there was no Godzilla.
We got the mages to the city, and during that process, we found an antler. Bond found an antler.
Not just an antler. You found the entire deer, and it ran away and
Fine,
left behind an
Bond
antler.
got an antler, and you don't know how antlers come off.
It was during molting, and it just kind of pulled it off. It's probably not very comfortable right now, but antlers will come off that way.
As you wish. For DM.
You know I'm right.
I don't. I'm just going with it.
God damn it. What glorious fuckery is this?
Also, hello, Saber. Is that all you
Like,
remember?
Yeah, actually.
yeah, no. The last thing I remember is us literally spanking the ever living shit out of some sort of ender end mecha fucking bullshittery.
Karen, do you have anything to add?
Believe right now we're in town. Bond's living at my place, and the antler we found was, well, Bond found was pure platinum.
Yes.
Pure platinum.
Yes.
We had a conversation with the mages, and they should be helping me sell it.
Yes. But you're all forgetting one very important a few very important details.
Why don't you do it then?
That's why I was just making sure everybody said what they remembered, and then I was going to get to that. So, you guys had made it back to town, and when you guys made it back to town, the guards were almost a little distrustful. They did recognize you, but because of the mages, you guys were allowed inside. However, you guys were warned and being watched because humans have been going missing since you guys left.
Oh
Oh, and
yes.
that's Todak's fault, right?
Well, you are a non-human.
I mean, it's bonds too, apparently, so.
You are a non-human.
Woe be to the first pucker to try to tell Todak to get the fuck out for being a non-human.
This is why I
Uh,
was glad Todak wasn't there at this time, so we could just get through the gates.
yeah. You were allowed in, no problem, just. Twitch, baby!
This might have slightly altered what Bond did. I might have to go rethink that in a second.
Well, it's just a bunch of. Basically, it's just a bunch of humans right now being very cautious towards anyone that's not human because they feel like maybe it's non-humans doing it because they're not even trying to lift a finger to help. It could just be propaganda. You don't know what's going on yet because you guys only just got back. Now everybody has told me what they plan on doing for this month. You guys will have.
Well, the bulk of it, yeah. Obviously, there'll be some filler uh, of
Yes.
little things here and there to keep yourself busy.
Now, Ken was so gracious as to point me to a page in Xanathar's that I need to pull back up.
Isn't that the gloriousness of DMing? I always need to pull up another resource.
Yeah.
Well, I had it, but I thought wasn't sure if I
I
closed it or
know,
not.
but I'm just saying, isn't that the gloriousness of DMing? I always need another resource.
Yeah, you think you've got it all in your head, and then somebody asks a question that completely throws you off, all of your prep right out the window. Happens
Well,
all the
actually,
time.
it was last night that I had looked it up before I had gone to bed, so I actually was prepped for it, but I thought I kept it open and I didn't. So, accidents happen. That's how I was
That's
born.
another thing. I mean, that's definitely my birth, so. Because my dad was having an affair when
Okay.
I was created.
It's got
This got
less
dark.
funny now.
It got dark and still kind of funny, just because it's just the sudden dark turn it took. All right, so we will start with whoever wants to go first, and we'll go down the line. Any volunteers?
Obviously, I will go first because I'm the most important.
Wow, Rex is not the one
Not,
saying that.
not even.
I thought about it. I
Not
thought
even
about it
one
real
opposition.
hard.
Not
Wait,
even one
wait,
opposition. I was
before we
setting
do
you guys
that.
up so hard.
Wait, before we do that, I just thought of this. I'm sorry. Don't we need to go sell the antler because dusk downtime affects how much money they have?
You're right.
Yes.
That is why I wanted to see if people are paying attention and want to take a little bit of initiative, because I was going to deal with yours with a bit of the downtime.
So, depending on how things pan out with the antler, my downtime will vary. Though she intends to keep contact with the group, though she's spending most of her time until the antler is dealt with at her temple.
All right, then Bond. I guess that means you volunteer for tribute.
No, one does not.
Too late. It's tribute
But-
time.
Nope. All right. So Vaughn will the next day go check the college.
Okay. You were looked at with a little bit of suspicion as you walk up to the college because you are the fighter type, and you weren't actually at the college when these guards were on duty. So they kind of just look at you and they're just like, can we help you?
I do not remember the mage's name. Apparently I'm gonna go see Dust first to go catch names. 'Cause I forget that mage's name.
You probably never even asked.
Fine. Then I'm going to explain to them that I recently just came back with a group of mages that I had helped protect and needed to see them. They were going to help me with something. They had gotten a rock.
If you need help with that, I can take you to where they.
And yes, I will go get Dusk.
Well, when you walk up and you say, you're looking for the ones that brought back a rock, they kind of give you an even more suspicious look, but it's just like, oh, you mean those three assholes? Oh, yeah, go in. Fuck.
This makes me severely question whether I want to trust them, but I go in. And I'm gonna.
Sideways glance where they what?
Uh,
Suspicious, not suspicious, but just kind of
I'm now gonna severely question
confused and
whether I
odd.
should trust this group I just joined. If these assholes are the things that I get described.
You're not even gonna ask why, are you?
Nope. At this point,
Not the
I just want to
business.
sell the antler.
All right.
As far as I'm concerned, they probably stole their lunch from the refrigerator or something.
Oh, that's just cruel and unusual. Uh, you're directed to one of the larger areas, a big workshop, and as you get close, you
Does
can kind of
anybody else say those assholes?
no. I was like, oh, those three. Yes, they're actually at the workshop. Oh man, they discovered something amazing. So jealous.
Raise the eyebrow and totally unbelieve this man's words and continue on.
Well, several people are actually saying that. Like as you walk by, you can actually hear the whispers, like, "Man, such a big discovery!" And then
And there's
you hear
no.
one person that goes like, "Man, these fucking assholes!" And then somebody smacks like, "Hey, they discovered it. You don't get to be rude."
Oh, now I know I don't believe this because that's not
Okay.
how that works.
We'll get our turn once they're done.
Huh? Whoa. What is this?
You're
I
not
don't
there.
mean
Did
to
something with the
pry,
rock
but
and figured something out.
they figured something out about metal.
That's my guess.
Okay.
As you walk to the workshop, just as you're about to place your hand on the door to open it, you feel a lot of heat coming from it. Not like there's a fire. You don't smell smoke, but it is definitely significantly warmer in there than it is compared to the rest of the building.
It's a workshop. It's going to be.
Do you open the
I
door?
assu-
Hmm.
yeah,
Well, I was
carefully,
gonna
because I
knock.
assume there's fire involved.
As you open the door, you are hit by a wave of heat, and you actually see like kind of the air being disturbed as uh, as the door swings open, and you hear a familiar
Yeah.
voice like, "Oh, thank God, a breeze!"
Yeah. I'll wait out here. Yeah. I'm not sure how. I haven't had these wings for very long. I'm not sure how tolerant they are to heat.
I mean, you're not there. Oh, did you come? I don't know. I was still trying to
Mm-hmm.
figure out that establishment.
I brought you there. I assume
Okay,
I'm with
cool.
you.
Well,
All right.
she was there when you guys had dropped him off, so she knows where the college is, or he was there.
I mean, Bond can be a girl. I don't
Right.
care.
Sorry, I keep thinking of you, the person, not the character, so that's why I default to he or she.
It's irrelevant. Just moving on.
Yeah. Who is
Right.
it?
One of the ones who escorted you. I don't
Ah!
remember if I gave them my name, so
Yes,
I
come
mean,
in, please. Close the door.
I will follow the command, looking around.
As you enter into the room, it is a very large workshop. However, something that you would not normally see at a mage's college, there is a large smeltery up against the wall, and it is what is producing all this heat.
Okay.
Oh, yes, you're the half orc, yes. What can we do for you?
One of you said yesterday you could help me sell an antler.
Oh, yeah, I did. Well, I was just waiting for the guy to actually get back to me. I sent him out a message, and he's getting things ready. I told him, I told him about you, and said you'd be staying over at with a doctor, a chop shop. Yeah, yeah. He kind of was a bit shocked by that, but anyway, I told him,
Why is he shocked about the doctor?
let's a chop shop. not exactly the most reputable place. Hey, subscribe for 2 months, Shaza. Thank you.
Don't make me regret it.
I don't.
Regret it.
You don't regret anything.
I mean, I do.
No, you don't. But yeah, he should be able to contact you in the next few days. But Bon, was it?
Yes.
You don't look like you're the armor type, and I doubt you probably want a new weapon.
Not particularly.
You know, we could. There's something that we're working on now that we've done a little bit of research, and we might be able to make you something fabricy.
Okay.
You want like a shoal or something?
Sure.
All right. Yeah, well, we got something in mind for everybody else too. It's just because we didn't spend a whole lot of time with you, so we just wanted to ask. But yeah, all right. Then yeah, the guy should be in contact with you in the next little bit. So you might want to leave because it's going to get even hotter in here.
He nods, turns around, walks out. And then as he leaves, he asks the guards about their comment.
Oh, they're fucking mages. Like one of them's a warlock. Of course, they're assholes.
Fair enough, I suppose.
The other one's not an asshole. Is the you know the wizard, but yeah. It's hard to find a human asshole in these time and days because we're all in it together.
Fair enough. You heard anything about the disappearances?
We just know that people are disappearing. We don't know why. Sometimes, like, it's almost like their house has been completely abandoned without a struggle. Sometimes there is signs of a struggle. We don't know what's going on, but it's been happening more and more frequently.
What section is it usually happening?
Everywhere.
There's no specific district where it's happening more than others?
No.
He nods and thanks them and gives them a silver.
Do we look like charity cases because we're human?
No, but you gave me information, so I will pay for it.
Fine. Now, be gone. We must keep guard over here. Make sure nobody tries to kill these things.
Oh, please refer to Toadek as a thing. That's gonna go swimmingly.
I was referring to the mages as things because they're mages. Again, not everybody likes the idea that they're taking
Do you
care of
have any
mages.
record of any of these people, any connections or traveling?
No.
All right, I'm gonna actually head to the gates because I forgot about this, so my downtime is a little different. One is seeking out information. Well, I suppose.
Honestly, I think it might just be you because so
I'm
far
going to
the
go
stream
see
seems
if I
fine.
can't go to like the guardhouse or something, one of the district's guardhouses or their main source for that area, and get some talk to them.
Well, as you walk up into one of the guardhouses, you are obviously met with suspicion. Half orc.
I am going with.
But when they see Dusk, they kind of relax a little bit because again, you look human, and they notice the wings and it's like realize that what you are, and they kind of even relax even more.
Kind of surprised, honestly.
Poor
I would
bastards.
expect that any sort of deviation from purity would be a problem.
Well, they know that you are a seraph of Meklas. They recognize you. They are people that frequent your church, actually.
Cool.
And then I'm going to ask, was there any disappearances from the college district for humans? No, you're saying it's all humans, so
Well, yes. Every district we've had humans missing.
how long has it been happening?
A little over a week. Usually a person a day.
A
Where
person
was the
a
most
day. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
that's fine. Is the traffic higher at the gates or lately?
No, traffic has been normal.
I have a question.
Hmm.
Yes.
If there were a hmm, not particularly good at the whole investigation thing, but if there were a predator loose in the city, and these people were not, we have no evidence of them leaving the city of their own accord, uh, as far as you guys know. If there were a predator, what would be the most efficient and easiest method of disposing of a body?
Probably the river.
River?
Uh, ma'am, those are kind of disturbing questions, but
I think
Well,
we're
if you want
trying
to
to
find
establish we'd like to help.
right. Well, if there's a problem, then the first thing is to figure out what the problem is, and if we can scratch off the list a predator, the best means of doing that would be to not find to go looking for bodies and hope that we don't find any, right?
we've been doing that. Ever since the
Can I
third
ask?
body has been
Okay.
going missing, we've been checking everywhere, the rivers, the sewers,
Okay. Well,
Can
like
can
I
I
said,
ask
I'm
if
not
it's
very
been
good at
from
this stuff.
people's homes or
people's
off the
homes.
street?
Uh, I mean, we can't tell if people have been going missing off the street, but people have been saying some haven't returned home from work. So it could be from their jobs, from their homes, from the middle of the street. We there's so many variables, but we're still dealing with reports. As the one the
That
one
makes
person a
sense.
week, one person a day thing. Uh, well, we just haven't gotten all the reports yet, and we don't really have a whole lot of communication going between the towers at the moment because everything has been so hectic.
So,
The
where was
the
the most recent one?
The most recent one was in the Citadel district.
Huh.
Citadel district is 1 sec. All right. The last one that came from here, were they? Did you tell me their occupation?
They didn't have one. They were some sort of noble's kid. Dude lived with his parents still instead of going out and getting a job or adventuring or starting a business, as most of those snobby nobles do. Lower class noble, but still a noble.
And anything else?
I mean, we didn't know him personally. We just know the family from the report that when he was reported missing.
No, I apologize for taking up your time. Is there anything I can do to compensate for it?
No, just let us do our job, and you adventurers keep doing what you do.
And staying out of the way.
Exactly.
Well, part of the things that adventurers do is help when needed, and obviously, if you guys need help, feel free to ask. In the
Agree.
meantime, we will try to stay out of your way.
Yeah, we don't really have the coin to hire adventurers, so yes, stay out of our way unless you come up with some useful information.
Sounds like a plan. You guys be
All
safe.
right. Once we leave that building, I'm going to look at Dusk. I say we go talk to the cell swords. Information is key in that business, and they'll know more. They may know more.
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. Well, I can show you where a couple of places are.
I would be appreciative.
Problem is that, I mean, cell swords can kind of sort of spread out.
Unless they're on duty, they usually stick to certain taverns where they can find places. At least that's my experience.
You mean guards, or do you mean military, or do you mean actual swords for hire?
Swords for hire.
You know, it would be kind of handy would be a map with like pins for everywhere that they found that somebody has been registered missing.
Yeah, but I doubt they'll show us.
We should probably go talk to the others because this is not my area of expertise. We should like discuss this with people that are actually skilled at tracking.
I am
Todak,
skilled at tracking.
Todak's ears are burning, but he doesn't have any.
Yeah, Todak is
His-
literally a ranger. He
His
is-
auditory holes.
yeah.
Think about that for a second. We can get him, but I'd rather have less yelling when I'm trying to talk to people.
So we do the talking, he does the tracking.
All right,
Stabbing.
let's go get him.
Can't forget the stabbing.
We're not stabbing anybody.
Said it
I
like
would
that.
also if we find a site that has might have evidence. Karen, I would like to have there because she's kind of the closest thing that we have to an investigator.
All right, shall we go get them then?
Say yes.
All right, let's go get him. And we're gonna go gather the group during downtime.
I have a -2 to investigation. Well, the downtime hasn't started yet, so.
Do I have an investigation? I have a minus. I only have a 3, but I have a 7 survival, so that means I can track the fuck out of whatever the fuck I'm looking for.
If there's even anything to track.
Plus, I hate humans.
Hmm.
Again, if there's
Well, I
anything to
mean-
track.
You know, you say that like
Here's-
every game I'm on. but
Yeah,
you're
he
on.
literally hates humans. It's one of his,
Yeah, I chose
Yeah,
favorite
that's one of
enemy
his
humans.
chosen enemy.
yeah.
But on to
My
Karen
investigation is
a
0.
doctor.
So it's not a
Yeah.
negative.
Mine's a 0 as well.
So we're the
But,
best at investigating because we're not negatives.
You are
regardless, I mean,
average.
Karen has the advantage of being a doctor, so if we were to come across a crime scene and a corpse, she might be able to tell us something about what was going on, which was my thought.
Fair enough. Let's go get Karen and Todak. Oh, we split up and meet Dak somewhere?
Well, if you've got other things to do, then yeah, I can swing by my temple and we
I
could meet
just
at-
assumed
at-
that the two are in different locations, that we have to go get both of them.
Well, it's only the next day,
Yeah,
so
and
things
they-
haven't really started yet.
Yeah, there's also a chance that they don't want to get involved in this, so we should probably just discuss it.
Fair enough. So
So,
shall we go
yeah,
get them?
We'll do that.
All right. We going to get first then?
I'm going to go get Todak.
All right, I guess I go with you. I don't know the city, so I realize I have to go with you.
I mean, there's plenty of landmarks. You could go split up and then meet up together.
Well, if
Why?
she's not comfortable, if he's not comfortable with navigating the city yet on his first day, that's really not unexpected. So yeah, it's fine. We'll just
Bond's a
go
half
pick up.
orc. Stigma of half
Right.
orcs. What's a new city he doesn't know? He's staying with us.
Yes, good idea. Let's go get Todak, and then we'll head to Auntie Karen's place. Should probably pick her up some sort of treat, maybe some fish or something.
Does she enjoy fish?
Well, fresh food. I mean, fresh
Fair
meat.
enough.
Well, at this
Not
point,
too
it's not going to be too difficult to find Todak. He's probably where you left him.
The
Yeah,
college
the
district?
market
I
space.
don't know where we left him.
Kodak may or may not
Hold
have
on.
fucked off.
I
Yeah,
assume
he
Todak walked
the
off to find some water.
There's a drinking fountain that I can bathe.
splashing around in the river. Honestly, I would expect that he would spend a lot of time at the river.
Mm. One of the rivers. Let's go find Todak.
Well, knowing
You
Todak,
do. You go and hit that lake.
it's really not that difficult to find Todak right now. I mean, it's Todak. You know where he haunts. He wouldn't have left the city yet, so
I'm not
Mr.
really
Alright.
Todak.
sure where Todak would be, other than yes, close to water. I don't exactly have any real love for this city, so
You don't have a love for the city at all. So I want to say the last time that you were doing downtime, you actually spent most of it outside the city doing ranger
oh,
work.
Dusk knows where I was chained to a tree for a while, right?
Yes.
That's where Todak will be.
Chained to a tree?
Don't ask questions.
I think I need to go figure this one out later. Anyways, continue. So we find Todak, correct? By a tree?
yep.
Yep. The tree looks like it has been severely damaged by some beast rubbing up against it, and there are remains of chain marks all around it. And Todak is just sitting in its branches and probably carving some bone into something fun.
That'll be a pain in
A whistle.
There you go.
the. Todak blows the whistle and suddenly, ah, my ears!
So, Todak, question for you.
Todak may have answers. What do you ask?
We have a mystery in town involving people going missing. How is your is there any interest on your part to track some things down? Could be a challenge.
Be a monster at the end.
Mm, yeah, and that monster might be some sort of humanoid.
Well, he likes trophies, so either way, he'd still get one.
Between you and me, it's my opinion that it is a humanoid predator. Something akin to, say, like a vampire.
Yeah, I'll accept that.
Hmm?
Who is
No
going
interest at
missing?
all?
Who is going missing?
Humans, specifically. And not of unknown. Hey now, be nice.
Kodak, if humans are going missing, that's a creature that is probably has a good trophy to take.
No. What I have is competition. Something is killing my chosen enemy. Yes, the Todak has interest.
Then
Oh,
we should go talk to Auntie Karen, see if she's up for this sort of thing too.
Todak hops down and just sits on Dusk's shoulder, as he would usually do.
Sounds good.
All right. back to where I came from. Because I was staying in Auntie Karen's.
All right.
Stopping off at at the market to get picker up some of this choice cuts.
Hunter or monster slayer? Monster slayer.
In the process of walking through the city and whatnot, can I do perception kind of stuff to see if anybody's discussing the missing people?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to as well to hear what I can pick up as we're walking through.
Kodak 2.
What do you want? Do you want perception or do you want?
I want perception.
Because I got a plus.
I am not-
Oh, man. I got a +4 and it still sucks.
Christ.
While you guys are walking past, nobody really says much. Dusky, we do hear someone's just like, "Did you hear this person went missing? Oh man, I feel like I'm gonna be next." But there's no information to be gleaned, no names, no details. Just it's like, hey, this person
theory,
from
the
like
rumors.
down over this area got kidnapped. I don't want to be next.
Kidnapped or just disappeared? Because kidnapped is a different beast.
Well, there's some of them say kidnapped, some of them say they just disappeared. The common rabble don't really have any sort of one way or another on information. It's just rumors going around for them, so they're just kind of going off on it.
Assumptions.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just see what we can glean on the way to Auntie Karen's and we'll get up there.
That's pretty much all you get. There's not really a whole lot of helpful stuff.
Auntie
Yeah, it was
Karen,
worth
are
a
you
risk
home?
in Time's rooms.
What?
We're at Auntie
Auntie
Karen's.
Karen, are you home?
Karen!
Yes, sorry.
There we go. Are you home?
Yep, and at this point, what time of day is it?
Well, this probably would have started earlier in the morning, so it's close to noon.
Yeah, at this point, Aunt Karen's just cooking breakfast. Well, lunch at this point.
I brought presents. She gives you the cuts that she bought from the market.
Oh, thank you.
So, did you, in your since you've been back, hear anything about these people going missing?
Would I have heard anything, or should I probably have heard the same thing about just random people going missing?
You would have just heard the same things.
No, just occasionally I hear someone talk about one of the people they knew had gone missing, but nothing of note.
Not that people they knew went missing, but they hear it's like, oh, this somebody over here went missing. Like, there's nobody that said I know a specific person that went missing.
I'm gonna look at Dusk and I'm like, if the guards only have 4 weeks, as you said, a month, they only caught it after the 3rd. That means it's more than one person per week. Because they only get reports so often, and then he wouldn't do a report.
Well, that was a confusion. I mean, we don't know what's going on, obviously, but I'm not even sure that we should be getting involved. But if they're reporting at least one person a week, and these are not all right, so here's some things that concern or confuse. It's one person a week,
Right.
and it's one person a week that is of sufficient standing where somebody would notice them going missing. We're not talking about bums or travelers that are just passing through or anything like that. These are people of at least a certain standing. So what does that?
That means they're going for actual people in the area.
Well, no. Well, it's more than that, I think, because there are homeless. There are lower tier people that could go missing without anybody even noticing.
They
And that's
already
one
started to do that and have gotten bolder.
maybe, maybe. Hmm.
But I think it reinforces my original thought that I'm just not articulating properly. If it's one person per week that they're noticing, I think it's a lot more that are going missing.
It's one person per day.
One person
Thought
per
he said
day.
per. Oh, okay, cool. Didn't hear that.
It's been about a week though since they've actually been investigating on it, like taking it seriously.
So the noble son goes missing, and never mind. I'm not going to do that.
Kodak
Don't know.
might.
Is this something that we want to get involved in?
Are we going to stay here?
Well, we do this for money. We do this adventuring thing for money for the most part. It is
Oh,
something
I do
worth helping
here.
out.
Here's my other reflex. Of the lot of us, I think only you have good standing. If this continues, I will have to leave because they will not trust me, and I'd rather not be harmed.
Actually, as you say that, there is a knock on Auntie Karen's door.
Kodak will answer the door.
Todak, no, can I race Todak to the door and beat him?
Kodak isn't trying hard.
You just hear Todak. I was like, Todak will answer the door. Just like, nope, and bolted to the door to beat him to it.
I'm going to the door.
Yes. Come in. Come in. I say out loud.
We'll go to the door and check it.
When you open the door, there is a man in a like a full cloak, and he is wearing a plague doctor mask.
Oh, goody. Karen, I think you have a guest.
What I remember the Plague Doctor mask is that one person from like session 0.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, hello. I think I remember you.
I would hope so. I was the one who helped you stay employed.
Nope, I don't remember. But come in, come in. Lunch will be ready soon.
I'm not here for lunch. I'm just here to drop something off at the at the request of the Baron and the Earl, and then I'll be leaving.
Oh, goody.
All right.
And he reaches up his sleeve and takes out a plague doctor mask and hands it to Bon.
Bon looks at it. What is this?
This will mark you as a guest of the Earl, so if anything happens, show them this mask, and you will be allowed to stay. But the guards, they will not chase you out, and the people will stop bothering you.
Well, that's
He takes the mask and looks at it a little skeptically because he's not sure how a mask is going to stop people from hating stop it to going after a half orc.
There is the mark of the Baron on the forehead.
It's written in there, or is it a mark or a crest?
It is almost engraved on it.
Okay.
it's a it's a small little gnome that keeps yelling out like tells. We are from the Baron. I'm a Baron gnome. This is a Baron person. Make way for the Baron person.
Earl.
So, I have a question for you, sir, before you leave.
Yes, what is it?
Is there any? How do I put this one? is there any opportunities in it helping out this investigation for the missing people?
For now, no. You'll be doing your best to just not bother with it. If you interfere with the guards and their duties, you could risk jeopardizing everything, and the people may never be recovered, if they are even able to be recovered. If they require help, then we will come to you personally.
Good. Well, thank you for that.
It's not that we don't want the help, but it's just for now we need to have our
Nope.
investigations happen in our pace.
Yeah, I understand. You need to know where to point the help first before you can actually accept them.
Exactly.
I get you.
And if you
Thank you for
poke
your
around too much, then you could be considered part of the problem.
right.
I just came here to deliver this. I will take my leave.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He turns and leaves, almost gliding as he walks past.
Did you get the Essek effect? It's out of
So you have
character.
been keeping up.
And then he rounds a corner and he goes out of view.
Pea soup sounds perfect.
Pea soup with little bits of Karen in it. We'll be handing it out at the homeless shelter.
Ugh.
Not yet.
I love that I'm not wrong on that thinking.
There's not a homeless shelter if it's this kind of thing.
So, we are to investigate at the pace of the guard. Is that what Todak has gleaned from these conversations?
That conversation was basically stay out of it.
Oh,
For
well,
now,
Todak can do that too.
for now, they don't have enough leads or information to point us in the right direction. And they're worried that if we start going poking around looking for clues, we might damage the investigation in some way. So I guess we sit back and we relax until they decide they need help.
Then
Keep an eye
Todak
on
is
the boards
leaving this
for work.
place. Ugh. Then Todak does not like this city, and will wait outside the city walls. You know how to find
Same
me.
place.
Same
I
place.
do.
And then Todak just
You know where
hops
to
the fuck
find
away.
me. You know where to find me if you need it.
Church.
Yes.
Todak knows. And then Todak fucks off back to the outside of the walls.
Okay.
Is this where you'd like to do our time skip?
This is where I would like to start the time off. Yes.
I mean, don't technically Dusk already announced there. Thon just kind of made this longer.
Yeah. But we're gonna be dealing with it. So you guys. So Dusk goes to the church. Todak leaves. Karen does her creepy ass thing.
Yay!
And Bon, the next day when you wake up, there is a letter for you at the door.
Okay.
When you open it, it actually tells you to go to the merchant district.
I'm gonna go get Dusk.
Bond needs an escort.
Bond doesn't do well with talking. Bond's gonna go get Dusk. Bond tries, said Don. Okay.
Todak's great with talking to people.
Yeah, Todak is not being retrieved. I get Dusk.
Dusk is probably easier to find.
Bond wants to actually get money for this, not, have to give it someone take it away, so
Hey,
get
you were
Dusk.
gonna get dead body and your money.
Yeah, I don't want the dead body. I don't want to be involved in this disappearance thing yet.
All right, you guys do your thing. I'll be back in a few.
Alright. Well, then I assume Dusk goes with you willingly.
Yes.
Don't strong armor or anything.
Dusk,
Not
will you
me.
come with me to sell the antler so the party can have money?
Yes. Of
I'm
course.
gonna say that like deadpan flat and like blank face. That's the will there.
Alright. Yeah, you follow the directions on the letter and you get to a house in the market district. It is actually a rather wealthy looking place. And when you knock on the door, it opens, and this rather extravagant looking elf walks up and says, "Oh, hello! You must be the one with the antler. Yes, do come in."
I'm gonna look at Dust, see if he trusts this. I want to insight check this person.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and roll.
Before I'm getting to it.
This person is looking at you very, very lustfully.
Okay. Wait, which one of us?
You.
Okay.
Oh, such a big, strong, strapping man. Yes, please come in. You have something I want. Yes.
Wow.
And the woman can
All
come in
right.
too, yes.
I am going to enter. Yes.
This is gonna be fun.
Cautiously.
After you.
Cautiously.
Saber's not happy with what I'm doing. You guys think you know exactly which way this is going. You have no idea.
No, I think he's gonna
I
stab me and try and kill me.
No.
Like this is gonna turn into a Jeffrey Dahmer thing.
Oh, we have to have another Dahmer joke?
Oh,
We
the
already,
charismatic ones that get you.
we already had one of those with an actual character named Jeffrey, Rex.
Is that
I'm not alone. I'm trading and they're hearing you too. Oh, hello! You trainee! You must be having such a wonderful time.
please no. Continue with this.
As you enter in the entryway, the elf looks at you. It's like, if you would please take your shoes off, or you come too far in. I like to keep the floors nice and clean, and the entryway is the best place to keep your shoes.
I look at Dusk for cues on this one.
Perhaps we can do our business on the pad.
But no, no, no! Come in. Drink some tea. We must discuss business properly.
I don't like him already. Also, I'm
Thank
back.
you, Rex. And this is why Todak didn't come. Guy's rich enough, someone's gonna notice we're gonna be up for murder.
Yes, just shoes off, please. Let's go, let's go. The tea might start getting cold. It's boiling right now. We must go.
I
I'm
suppose
looking
I'll do
forward
it.
to removing my two. Eh, these are not exactly easy to put back on. They're plated.
Oh, that won't be a problem. And you just see him snap his fingers twice, both fingers. And a few butlers and maids come and start helping you out of the greaves very quickly.
Nope. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't touch me. No offense.
No,
I
you
just,
you
I just,
must get these off. We don't want to have to clean the whole area, please. Just accept the help.
Uh,
Or you can stay here. If you
I can
tried,
stay.
if you, it's good, because if you tried to go through the threshold with those on, we would stop you. Seraph or not.
No. Hmm.
You
You know,
sound
Bond,
unconvinced.
in the future, no, I trust that you would definitely try. You may even succeed. But I think in the future, Bond, that the next time we agree to some sort of business meeting, that we should probably conduct the meeting at a neutral place.
agreed.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. It's just tea. We're just discussing the details. Oh, your name is Bond. Let's go into the. Let's go. It's just going to be the next room over. I promise everything will be great. You will love the deal I'm going to offer you.
Look at Dust. Do we need this money?
Kinda.
All right, then let's go.
We don't
Eat.
necessarily
Go.
need it for him, but
We know
Another
another
people.
person.
ultimately, oh, do I? No, but I suppose we could find somebody else. See?
I'm
Might
just
take
gonna
some
follow.
time.
Mm, I'm just gonna follow
Tell you
into
what,
the other room with this.
Right.
I'll watch your boots.
As you walk through, you see that there are plenty of very expensive and extravagant looking artifacts and other knickknacks that are just, on pedestals, in glass cases.
And paddywhacks.
Give that dog a bone!
Next.
My
All...
my Dahmer comment was
oh, yes, Rex, she made a Dahmer comment, and I brought yours up.
Your free Dahmer?
Yeah.
Cool.
I was watching some serial killer stuff recently, and I'm just getting the feel of like charismatic guy. He's gonna kill me.
Chaotic evil, are you?
I
So
hate to say, this guy is nowhere even close to charismatic.
Nope, definitely out there, which is why I'm on guard.
Eccentric, eccentric, not charismatic.
So, you walk through, and you are led through a door, and there is a bit of a large table and a tea set with a few different little jars set there. So it's like, what kind of tea would you prefer?
Uh, Black tea.
Any sort of specifics besides just black tea?
I don't drink a lot of tea, so whatever you recommend.
Well, all right then. And I think an orange pico is a black tea. I don't know much about
Yes.
teas myself.
How
They
about you just go with an Earl Grey?
Oh, that's considered a black tea. Okay. Uh, they take some Earl Grey leaves and place them in a into a cup, and then puts a sort of a piece of metal over the leaves, and then pours the tea into the water into the cup, and it says milk, cream, honey.
No, thank you.
Right. And he sets the cup in front of you and pulls out your chair. It's like, please, please sit.
He pulls out the chair.
He pulls out the chair for you. Yes.
Now I'm definitely questioning, but I'll sit down.
Yes, yes, yes. And he pushes you in slightly so that way you're more better situated with the table, and then sits down, pretty much like you're at the corner. So he sits down on the other corner, and pours himself a glass of Earl Grey. It's like, put some cream in there, a little bit of honey, starts stirring it. It's like, all right. So I hear you came across a antler
Yes,
made of pure platinum.
that's what I was told.
Is it on your person right now?
I'm gonna take it out.
May I?
As you wish.
He grabs it and starts looking over. Then just starts sniffing it up and down. It's like, oh, this is exactly what I was looking for. Oh, yes, yes. All right. I have an offer,
Okay,
and you will take it.
we'll see.
1,000 platinum.
Seems low.
Did you follow me in?
Nope, but I can hear. This guy isn't exactly quiet.
He is not quiet.
And why would I only take 1,000 platinum?
Now, that is worth more than its actual weight in platinum.
All right.
You sure about that?
1,000 platinum is 20, depending on if we're doing kilos or pounds. I think it's pounds for 5th edition.
As I want to get out of here, I'll take the 1,000 and go.
Oh, yes. Big, strong, strapping man. Thank you. Oh, I hope to see you again with more oddities.
Maybe. I'm gonna take the 1,000 and walk out to dusk. I'm like, let's go.
The butlers look at you and it's like, don't forget your shoes.
Oh, he takes them and
I
walks
hold
out without putting them on. He does not want to stay there. He'll do it outside.
This is going to be a very weird week.
Look at Dust. You hold Todak's mount.
Yes, I hope so. Codex. Go.
So I will hand her 500 platinum.
Yeah, and I mean that is
Half for
2,000. That is 2,500 gold for each of you.
As he handed me in platinum, I was saying in platinum.
I know, it's just
So, how
500
much did you hand me?
500.
platinum.
Yep.
So 250.
Maybe Todak should buy an elephant. Ride into battle on an elephant, jump off, transform into a werewolf.
Kodak would eat the elephant.
Todak wouldn't try to infect it with his curse. Make it into a were-elephant.
Thank you.
Stop.
You know, you do not have to share, but I do appreciate
Oh, I was there because of you guys, so.
Well, I won't lie. The role's been reversed. I'd have done the same thing, but still. I do appreciate
Now I can find you there if I need you, or at a church. Uh,
Well, I'll walk you back to. Well, honestly, I don't
well,
know
he's
that you really
making this
need an escort.
conversation as you guys go. He's
Yeah,
establishing
no,
where he can find you.
yes. It's the well, you can find me either here or here. There's where she lives. There's where she spends most of her time.
Okay. He's gonna stay in the merchant district and start learning the lay of the land here.
All right. Yeah, you can spend several days going about from uh, Karen's place to the other districts. If you're spending most of the time right now in the merchant district, you can spend a few days mapping it out, trying to get a lay of the land.
I'll start in the merchant district because that's gonna be where he's going to have to sell and learn information. That's usually the easiest place.
Yep. All right. You spend your days doing that, and there are people that do kind of give you an odd look here and there, but for the most part, it's they leave you alone unless you go up and directly try to talk to anybody.
I'll go to taverns where I can spend some coin and gain information because he's a sellsword. He's going to look for more to maybe earn some money during his month.
Okay. Well,
He also picks a book up on Undercommon and decides to learn.
alright. Let me take a because there is a thing for that. Again,
I know. I
again,
didn't think he'd do it in the month, but I said I just figured I'd start.
yeah. Again, I was about to say thank you, Ken, for telling me what uh, the page was. What's your intelligence modifier?
1 second.
0.
0.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna take a bit for you to learn this.
Well, that's fine.
So you're gonna be spending the 50 gold on a book? Okay.
I got lots of it.
You do.
Well, I mean, just entering, I still got lots of it.
Alright, yeah. You go, and while you read your book and you go to the taverns, let's see. For the first little bit, you don't really find a whole lot of work. Not having an established name, nobody tries to hire you right away.
Except the thugs and the thieves.
What?
Never mind.
The likelihood of getting two low numbers like that is very weird. With your second time through, again, nobody really tries to hire you, but a few of the sellswords actually kind of take an interest in you. It's like, so, half orc, what's your name?
On.
What do you do?
Yes, it's princess.
Are you really good at stabbing things, or do you get angry?
Get angry.
Ah, yes, yes, a barbarian. Well met, well met. What is it you're looking for here coming to these places? Well, we've been hearing a little bit about you just sitting about, not really doing much, still looking for work or something.
Information and work.
Well,
So usually, as you know, with sellswords, knowledge is power. We can always earn gold, but some information and you can end up dead.
well, knowing is half the battle.
Thanks, G.I. Joe.
Oh, yeah, beat me to it. You beat me to it.
You guys hear someone in the background go, "Yo, Jim!"
Yo, Jim.
Look, we've got an upcoming job. You want to take part in it?
Depends. What is it?
Well, it's a bit of a god mission of a farm place not too far away from here. Apparently, it was recently liberated from the control of a couple of hags. Or a hag coven. We're not really sure on the details. Some bunch of weirdos took care of it.
All right. I feel like I should know these weirdos.
Yeah, we're guarding it because monsters have been frequenting it while they're preparing and trying to sanctify the grounds.
All right. I'll happily sign up.
It'll pay decently enough as long as you do a good job and don't die, of course.
That'd be funny. Downtime. This is where Vaughn dies.
If it can happen, it will.
Just
Exactly.
saying. It'd be funny. Doesn't goes against the huge monster, somehow lives. Goes on a downtime and fights the ones going after the farm. That's where he dies.
You were killed by ROUSs.
Those are no jokes.
Dies by bad tuna sandwich.
Anyways, so yeah, Vaughn will accept, and he just kind of he's building his reputation right now, so he's accepting it.
All right. All right. Well, we're heading out here in the next couple of hours, so sorry for the late notice, but you've been kind of hopping around. We weren't sure which place to find you at.
Oh, most of his valuable stuff will stay at Karen's if she's okay with that. Like most of his money, 'cause he knows better. Karen's all right with that.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, like he keeps most of his money there. He only takes like a little bit with him. If Bond dies, Karen is rich.
All right. So you head out. It takes almost a day to get to the. There are. Yes, but you need to have an account. It takes almost a day to get to the farm from here. They kind of take a bit of a beeline straight to it. And, well, it looks pretty unassuming. Give me a wisdom check.
I'm gonna die, aren't I?
No, that'd be an intelligence check. You do feel a little uneasy here, like there is definitely something wrong with the area, but there are priests with you as well, so they'll be taking care of all that.
All right.
You'll be spending a few days there, and yep. Right, give me 5 attack rolls.
Okay.
Oh man, I thought we were gonna go on a trend of ones. 1, really well. 1, really well. 1. Your first day, you perform horribly as some creatures, almost eldritch-looking abominations, start to swarm the area, and, you know, people are having to watch your back and cover you. The next day, you start performing a lot better. I knew
Not happy that I used. Not happy Happy that I used all these good rolls on downtime.
Karen is now upset that she did not come with you. Uh, yeah, the next day you start performing a lot better. Oh yeah, I open rifts to the underworld. I want to give, and people are just like, oh, must have been an off day. The next day, however, it's the same thing. You're performing horribly. You're getting wounded, and again, they're having to cover for you. And when you actually get a break, the guy who talked to you originally is just like, is everything okay? Because you're supposed to be a sellsword, and you are kind of fucking this up.
That day. It's fine. It'll be fine in the morning.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Alright. Well, make sure it doesn't happen again, because we really can't afford to waste resources that cost money. And the next day comes, and the day after, and both days you, well, again, you do perform exceptionally. And at the final day, the priests come out of the barn and sweating, bloody, and just looking absolutely horrified. They look, it's done. We should wait one more day before we leave, just to be safe that nothing else is going to come and we miss something, but it should be done. This place can be used to farm again. And you guys wait. And the next day, nothing happens. The attacks have stopped. And you're able to head home. He gives you your share of the gold. It's like, because of the resources we ended up having to waste on you, there's less in here, but 170 gold seems fair, does it not?
He nods.
Good, good. And even with that, the when you get back, it still is a little difficult to find work, as they kind of heard of your little couple of blunders. People are a bit wary, but your name has been getting out there, and people have been starting to take a bit of an interest in you, talking to you a bit more.
That's all I need. Screw it if I actually at work. I'll just wait for my team.
All right, and
One's more interested in information, anyways, at this moment.
with that, we will. I'm gonna make this smaller, but with that, we will move on to the next person. Who wants to be next?
I vote
Go
Karen.
for it. One of you.
Ken, are you okay to go
Nominate.
with?
Yeah, I can go.
All right. Let me just pull up your sheet again so I can take a look at what you had written in here. All right. Do you want to start with the tattoo, or do you want to start with the doctor things?
I think Dusk was wanting to have a magic item made, right? So I'd probably maybe go a week doing the doctor stuff. Then after maybe talking to Dusk and hearing about the magic item creation, that at that point Karen would get the idea as well.
Oh, you want to actually make the item?
I have the gold. I can just more or less pay the mages and whatnot. They can be useful.
Yes, they can be.
Speaking of which, Dust, did you just determine how much you needed? Okay.
Not yet. I believe
We're
it's
doing the
200
Xanathars.
gold, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're doing Xanathars.
Yeah, 200 gold.
All right. So Karen, you spend a week doing your doctor stuff, and give me a few medicine checks. 3.
Okay. Do these possibly have advantage because of all my bonuses to it?
Let's give me the rolls. Uh, you're starting to make a name for yourself. Despite being a chop shop, you're delivering some pretty good quality service. People come back to you when they have their issues, and even in this current state of, non-humans are the enemy, you're getting a lot of human patients as well.
People even know Karen's not human.
She looks anything like her token, they probably suspect.
I mean, Karen more or less said that she's a sea elf, so yeah, it's probably not surprising.
Oh, oh, Ken, is that your Twitch account?
Maybe.
You banned yourself from doing that?
At least this time.
I'll give you your points back at some point. Alright, you. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. There we go. I wasn't muted, so it started to repeat. Alright, so you get your doctor things going, and after the week, you can go and visit Dusk and talk. At this point, Dusk, what would you have been doing for the first little bit of the week?
Making preparations to get my project started.
Alright. So, Karen, you meet up with Dusk over at the temple.
Oh, Dusk, how's your week been?
So far, productive. Though a little confusing. I've never uh, never taken part in it with taken part in a wow, I can't even pick my own words correctly right now. I've never taken part in a job like this with such hands on, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh, you're trying to make a magical item, is it?
Yeah, a simple one. You know, you start small, work your way up. But there's a lot of research involved and a lot a lot of footwork and questions and hours and hours and hours of spent channeling energy. It's gonna be an ordeal. But if you want something specific, it's the best way to go about it. Do it yourself.
Ah, hmm,
So,
it's an
what
interesting
brings you to the
idea.
temple?
Oh, I've just been a week and I haven't spoken to you, so I thought I'd catch up, if you will. But that what you said has given me fuel for thought. Thank you, and if you need anything, don't be a stranger. You're always welcome at my home. I'm happy to help.
Of course, I intend to stop by later on in the week. Well, who am I kidding? I'm probably gonna show up later on today.
Alrighty, I'll be sure to have a nice dinner prepared at that point.
Of course. And if you, of course, need any help, whatever, you know how to find.
Alright, at that point, I guess we split off, and Kara's probably gonna head over to the mages to see if, given the inspiration, trying to have a magic item made.
All right, you head down to the college district, and at the college, they kind of give you an odd look, like, can we help you, doctor?
Yes, I had a strange dream and was wondering if you could make it a reality of sorts. Something to help if they go out adventuring again.
We're just gods. We do you want to talk to somebody inside?
Huh? Uh, looks outside, realizes she's still outside. Oh, yes, yes. Sorry, my apologies.
All right, I will be right back. I cannot ignore this call any longer.
All right, well, then I can get tea.
I feel like you should have played an ad or something while we're kind of just sitting here in dead air.
Does he have any ads?
There's an option for it.
Talking to a friend. Yeah, but
Aw,
does he have any?
I'm a friend now?
Yeah. How do you explain you to other people, Rex?
How do I explain me? Your own damn fault, that's what.
Fine, if it makes you better. I'm talking to an acquaintance.
Quitting it?
Yep.
I feel like I would have been happier being called a nitwit.
Nope. You don't get a nitwit.
I don't get nitwit? Oh, yeah.
Nope.
That's rude.
Well, you started it. I started with friend and you didn't want that, so.
Well, that I didn't want that is. Hold on
Whatever.
a sec. I have no idea anymore.
Neither do I. Ooh, I still have red rose.
Ooh, I have a Red Bull.
I said red rose.
Yeah, no, but that triggered my Red Bull response, so I'll be right back.
I bought one of those three-dimensional metal. What do they call these things? Puzzles. Three-dimensional metal hands. Like they fit in the palm of your hand, like a shape, but they're like a puzzle. Particular one. I think it's level 4 or level 5. I can't.
My
I should
house smells like
grab.
Red Bull and curry now. I like it.
Very good.
Hey, Dusker and Karen, do you guys like Minecraft at all?
I used to have a server.
Ah,
Have you heard of the new game that was just announced?
the Dungeons one, right?
No. Where did the I wrote it down. Damn it! Where did I see? Hold
You talking about
on.
Hytale?
Palico? No, it's like Pala. Hold on.
I
Oh,
only
that
know.
new game from the ex Blizzard and Riot team.
No, what's it called again?
Paladine, maybe? Basically like Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley, but like a big old MMO.
Talia?
Nope.
Talia.
Albion? Probably not. No.
Talia. Palia.
I don't do much for MMOs anymore. Well, at all actually. I found I hated them so damn much.
This one apparently is more akin to a sort of a cross between like uh, Minecraft, The Sims, and some others, I guess, or something to that effect.
Hmm.
To my knowledge, it's a MMO where there's either not going to be much combat or the combat is completely optional.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll do a link.
Also, to my understanding, you can only play as a human character, which is really
Yeah.
disappointing.
It is, isn't it? But hey, whatever. I mean, I probably won't get around to playing it anyway, because
Yeah,
unlike
no.
you, I do enjoy MMOs, and I have a lot of time invested in the one that I play.
Yeah, I don't. I don't have attention span. I don't have patience for MMOs anymore. BD here has been trying to force my hand to play Final Fantasy with him.
Eh, that's the one that I play, so it makes sense.
I don't think I'll enjoy it too much, so I've been pretty much saying no. I understand Final Fantasy 14 is a good game. It's just I don't want to play an MMO right now.
No, I don't blame you. Well, no, I do blame you, but at the same time, I don't.
Fuck off.
I don't. I can't argue your logic. If that is not your thing, then that's just not your thing. It's kind of like my friend's adamant refusal to try GTA. You
Grand
know,
Theft Auto wasn't bad. Also, not
it's
one of my things.
insanely pointless.
It really is.
But then again, most games are.
I mean, let's be
So,
honest. Games these days are literally just time wasters.
um,
Like I said, Minecraft. I'm literally playing it right now. All I'm doing is digging a fucking hole.
they are. I mean, they there's a more subconscious benefit to them than just time wasters. If you get what I'm saying.
Hmm.
You may not realize it, but they do have an effect on your brain, on your happiness, on your state of mind, on all sorts of other things.
Oh goody. Chemical reactions in my brain stick.
Well, yeah, think about it though. Video game is not much different than going to see a sporting event. It's basically a big waste of time. But you
But
still
more
love it.
lasers.
But more lasers.
Like more lasers. They have the advantage of being really bad at MMOs. Nevertheless, I still enjoy them. Been doing the near raids a lot this past week.
Again, so long as you're enjoying it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I tried Valheim, as
Yeah.
you know.
How'd that go?
It was interesting, but I got bored with it almost immediately.
Hmm.
I made a house. Uh, yeah, I made a house. I'm like, okay, well, uh, could go exploring, but I've got something else I
I
need
am
to
back.
do. Went and did that, and I never went back. Started a game in Subnautica, the Sub-Zero one.
Below zero.
Been making yeah below zero. Been making very slow progress in that when I remember to play.
All right. So yeah, I'm back. Karen,
Yes.
you are allowed inside of the college only because the guards there are so utterly confused, but they do recognize you that they're just like, we don't want to deal with this. Are you looking for the ones that you've already dealt with, or are you going to be looking for just anybody who's willing to help you?
Yeah, probably the ones I've already dealt with. And at some point, she knows she's supposed to be here for some reason, but she's almost like forgot what she's here for, and she's just like sneering at everyone, like, eh.
They kind of direct you down to the workshop, and when you get there, you do feel again this intense heat at the door, just like Bond felt.
Alright, I guess she'll knock at the door.
You knock, and there is no answer, but you do hear ruckus and the sound of people shouting at each other.
After a little while, she'll eventually just open the door and head in.
As you open the door, you are hit with a blast of heat, and you hear I forgot you weren't there, but you hear the sound of someone going, "Oh, thank God, another breeze!"
Someone should. Dodek's gonna eat so many bean burritos. Go in there, sit for 20 minutes, and then leave.
Who is it? What do you want?
Yes, hello. I'm looking to give someone work for the production of a magic item.
We're a little busy to be working on another magic item, but Garen, give me a perception check. You notice that around the smeltery and all that stuff, that the rock or metal or whatever it was that you guys had recovered has been broken down into pieces, and you can even see some white liquid bubbling as it is poured from the smeltery into a mold.
She'll take note of it, but likely will forget.
As Karen does. You can't really do much in the way of helping you craft a magic item, but I'm sure somebody else here would be able to. It might take a little bit. What are you looking for?
Oh, I had a dream, and I was hoping that someone might be able to make it a reality. Something to help me with my occasional adventurer work.
Alright. Well, if it's vagueness like that, there's somebody you can talk to. Though, be warned, he is very, very eccentric.
That's alright. I know that Iron Bask fellow, eccentric, but he did good work. Good work.
Oh, you met Iron Bask, yes. Well, think him, but, worse.
That is a terrible sell.
Basically thinking of Iron Bask, but now he has a wizard hat on.
He's gonna be on the second floor, just listen for the shouting.
Alright. Thank you very much.
Yes, not a problem. You're gonna want to get out of here. It's gonna get hotter soon.
Speaking of that, be sure to keep yourself hydrated. You don't want to go passing out in this heat.
We're mages, we got plenty of water.
Good. And Karen continues saying good under her breath as she walks out the door.
Alright.
Auntie Karen is just not going to be content until everyone is freaked the fuck out about her, isn't she?
Auntie Karen's not gonna be content
think
until
she
everybody's
realized.
in aberrant horror.
Yep, so Auntie Karen will head up the stairs and try to follow the shouting.
At first, you don't hear it, but as you start wandering around upstairs, you start hearing, "No, no, no! I told you, if you're gonna be doing this, you need to do it this way!"
I dislike that voice already.
Oh, good. And hearing the shouting, she'll head towards it.
You keep hearing, like an argument, but only one side of it. And as you get to the door, it kind of gets thrown up. It's like, "This fucking asshole, I swear!" And you see this little gnome just kind of walk out.
Was he the one shouting, or is the shouting person inside?
That was the one that was shouting.
Ah, hello there. I was told to meet with you. You might be able to help me with something.
Yeah, what do you want?
I was looking to have a magical item made and hoping that you might be able to help.
Good, a distraction. I'll kick that guy's ass later. What do you want?
It's complicated. Something that came to me in a dream. Might there be somewhere we can go to discuss this further?
Yeah, back into my room. Let's go.
Alright.
Excuse me. You get to walk into the room, and there are drawings of, different items and stuff, and there's even a drawing of what looks like a bone saw axe on the wall. Very, very similar, if not almost an exact replica of the one that you're currently carrying.
Oh my. Do you happen to know Iron Bask?
Eh? Iron Bask? Yeah! My fucking brother!
Oh, that's good to hear. He's the one who made that axe for me.
No, I'm the one who made that axe!
Oh,
He just forged it!
Well, thank you. It was very handy with my last work.
Oh. Yeah, you're welcome. It's not every day I get thanked. Normally he just takes all the credit.
Don't get used to it.
Oh, that's too bad. You do great work.
You're damn right I do! And what do you want?
Alright, I guess Auntie Karen sits down and explains exactly what she's looking for. I was thinking of something that might make my improvement so I don't need a weapon as much. Might increase my range if I do, even if I do use a weapon.
Reach.
Basically, explaining the magic item to him vaguely. And she then puts down a jar of some flesh and then a stack of 50 platinum coins. I was hoping that this might be able to be used.
Okay, I get the coins, but why the flesh?
It's a rather strange idea I had, so I thought this the skin of an eldritch creature. It might be of use.
Ah! Oh. Oh, those get my juices stirring. Oh, yeah. Alright, off with you. I'll contact you in like 3 weeks.
Oh, goody.
You, yeah. You didn't, eat any of this, did you?
No. And the skin in the jar is basically the skin from the her sort of back tentacles that she wasn't able to feed to the hunter.
Okay. Yeah. Been hearing reports of some people transforming when they start eating these abomination bullshit, so just wanted to make sure you didn't try to, eat it as food or something even after cooking it, because that's just not going to work very well for you.
Oh, interesting. Might you be able to tell me more?
No. Like, we don't want more of their kind around. I mean, the fact that anybody even retains any of their sanity is a fucking miracle.
Horcrux?
You say Horcrux?
Not exactly, but close.
All right then. Well, I guess I'll see you in 3 weeks. And again, thank you for the help.
Yeah, no problem. You, you take care, okay? You
I
don't
will.
look so good.
I'm just old. But thank you for your concern.
Yeah, sure. Look, I told you, if you do it like that, then you're going to burn the metal, and you don't want an iron fire. I am not putting it out.
Did I see anyone else in the room?
No.
Oh. Well, and Karen keeps that to herself. Basically nods to him and basically departs. Sort of trundling out of the room.
Alright, yeah, you can, you leave and you can head back to your domicile. I'm just trying to pull up the aberrant horror thing because...
Why is all the NPCs we're dealing in Downpine questionable as shit?
Well, this is the brother of Iron Bask, so of course he's going to be questionable.
Honestly, everybody that we've met in this city has a question of shit.
I mean, if you found normal people, would that really be even close to grimdark?
Nope.
Actually, in this day and age, probably,
Well,
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. There's got to be at least some normal somewhere.
Yeah, you found some, and then they died. Blown up.
Were they able to get a name for Swordbird's brother?
I hear Zoidberg's brother.
Swordbird. Because the blacksmith was Swordbird Iron Bask.
You actually never asked his name.
Okie dokie.
So you get home, and as you get there, Bon isn't around at the moment, kind of still out on his little adventure, and you start to feel sick.
Can I make a medicine check on myself to see if I can understand why I'm sick?
You can definitely get a check, yes. This is something that you have never experienced before, but you can feel something inside of you changing and stirring.
Indeed.
And as you crawl your way up to your room, as you can no longer have the full use of your legs, you throw up and almost pass out. This black ichor pooling where your normal bile would be. and you feel your body shift and change. And this thought entering your brain or memory, you're not quite sure, but you see Todak coming at you in his beast form. This portal beside you. And you kind of in the distance. Not too far away, but not close enough to really engage. You look down at yourself for a moment and you see purplish gray skin and writhing tentacles where you're right around your mouth and nose. And you realize this is a memory, but not yours.
Someone's last vision was of Todak coming to fuck up his day.
I figured you get a good chuckle out of that. And you pass out. Congratulations, Karen. The brain worked.
Oh no.
Yes.
Rank 2.
Oh, goody.
All right then.
Oh no.
I guess as she's like passed out in a room, her body's steaming as her body sort of grows, expanding. The once 5 feet Karen on the floor is now closer to 8 feet tall and
Oh
far
no.
more hulking.
Which
Todak's gonna be jealous.
which one did
And
you
this is what Bond comes back to.
which boon did you take?
That's gonna be fun to find out later.
Dun 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 dun.
I'm not. Shut up. Just tell your stupid ass story.
It's your turn, Todak.
Is it?
Still
I
not
was gonna
done with
say
it.
Dusk. Oh, Dusk next.
With the you are actually out for days, almost most of the 3 weeks. And at the end of by the time you actually wake up, there is a knock on your door.
Has Bond returned at one point?
Uh, you would have returned at some point, yeah, but Karen would have still been like kind of passed out.
I still would have been concerned for Karen.
You wouldn't even know if
I-
Karen was there or not.
What do you don't... Wait. I call bullshit on this. Vaughn definitely would have checked for Karen
You would
and
have
checked on Karen.
you would have gone into Karen's room without permission.
Yes. If I haven't seen her in days, I definitely would have checked on her.
Even Todak would have, and he doesn't give a fuck.
That's surprising. All right. So Karen, while you're passed out, what would Bond see?
Sort of I don't know, a large mound of flesh sort of writhing on the ground, covered in what was Auntie Karen's normal attire, just almost nearly twice the size of what Auntie Karen used to be.
That's a great session for a therapist.
Alright, after seeing this, apparently I'm gonna go get Dust, because I have no idea, and they're more used to this whatever's going on. And bring Dust back. Because, yeah, Bond would definitely check and be concerned, and try and help, and go get help. Seeing as Dusk is the only one I know that I trust, Dusk it is.
Oh.
Well, you're outside the city!
Doesn't mean you can't come and get me.
You know,
I don't know where you are. I know where Dusk is.
Oh, that's fair. No, yeah, Dusk is actually the only one that knows about the tree, too.
Well, I know about the tree now.
yeah.
Well, that there's a tree.
Also, right now, all I can think is somebody running up to seeing Karen and being like, Tetsuo!
Alright, Dawn's gonna, after, like, a couple days, he would check, so a couple days, and then I'm gonna go get Dusk, see if I can get her to come back.
Well, hang on. Maybe the mock would stop you. Maybe the mock would tell you everything's okay.
I can't talk.
Mock can't talk, but mock can articulate.
Mock, the person has been passed out for days. I don't know that Nox. All right, fine. Nox convinced me.
I mean, Mock is just taking care of Karen. It doesn't really care about anyone else in the room as long as they're not trying to attack Karen.
Well, then I'm getting Dusk.
Alright, so this would be probably a bit through the second week, so yeah, Dusk. What would you be doing at this point? In the middle of crafting?
Also,
I'll
I should,
start with-
one last thing. When I said Anna Karen does not fight Jane when she's alone, that means in her room, basically in her house. She doesn't go to her room. Basically, she's passed out in the living room.
Oh, she's out in the
Okay,
living
if
room,
it's
because I
past-
said you climbed up like the stairs towards your room, so you climbed like you were pretty much in your room by the time you became a lump of flesh.
Once she's in the house, she doesn't care at that point. She just passes out.
If she's on the floor when Vaughn returns, Vaughn does not wait and immediately goes to get Dusk. Like, I'm just saying, establishing factors, if she's in her room, it'd be a couple days because Dawn would not know her schedule. If it's right on the floor as Vaughn comes back, I'm going to get Dusk immediately. Just for context.
Okay, so Dusk, at this point, what would you be doing?
She is, depending on the time of day, she's either working on her project or eating breakfast, maybe if it's in the morning, holding a ceremony. She might even be on her way if it's later in the evening. She might actually be heading to Auntie Karen's house. As I said, she intended to keep uh, in contact with them, and they live in the same city. She only needs to be spending 8 hours a day on the job at hand, so that means she's going to have plenty of time to do other things.
Yeah.
So
So
she's available.
we'll say at this
So-
point, because when it'd be roughly when Bong get back, so later in the evening, you'd be meeting kind of part of the way between Karen's place and the temple.
All right, Dawn is going to try and explain.
Okay, she'll hurry to where Auntie Karen is.
You walk in, and there's just Karen as a lump of flesh on the ground.
Okay, no sound effects. You're banned from sound effects.
Spend the points,
You have to use
motherfucker.
points- You have to use points for that.
Fucking terrifying.
This is true.
Obviously, when she first enters the room, she's like obviously taken aback. I don't know what to do about this.
I don't.
Karen, can you hear
either.
us?
She doesn't answer you if she can.
Why are you banning me from sound effects? I'm not the one who did them. Fine, I'll set a timer. 10 minutes, I won't do sound effects that I didn't even do.
I will do a mind link.
Well, I think if
tell.
once established, that would be at Ken, not at DD.
Well, too late.
No,
She already
it
spent the
was
points.
specified.
It was specified.
Right. That
Set a
I'm just
10-minute
saying,
timer.
like, she didn't know who made those sound effects.
10 minutes. Starting now.
It's not a big deal.
Auntie Karen, in your head,
Oh yeah, that's right.
you
We have
okay?
psychic communication.
Would I be able to respond to the psychic link?
Well, you are
Well,
currently
yeah.
unconscious, so technically
If you're
no.
unconscious, then yeah, all I would be getting would be like nothing really, because I can't read thoughts. I can only communicate mentally with people that want to communicate with me. So I can't pick brains.
That's Karen's job.
Actually, I don't know. I think it'd be neat if you do the mind link and then you hear
You enunciate. I didn't get any of that. All I got was
beautiful.
mumble, mumble, mumble.
Yeah,
I
beautiful.
think you can
More
take the dragon
beautiful.
down.
Creepier, creepier, and even more creepier.
It's a butterfly effect, but creepy.
Ah, let's see. I
Hey,
am
BG,
going
did you restart the
to.
timer?
The timer's on.
No, she banned everyone from the sounds
Oh.
like a minute after.
All right. There we go. All right.
Sorry for
So
interrupting.
yeah.
Here, to give you a description, your appearance has grossly transformed. You may be a hulking mass of flesh adorned with countless eyes, or a bone and husk covered natural weapon. I choose the hulking mass of flesh. Regardless of your true form, you're horrific to behold. You have suspended this form and manifest the appearance of a humanoid you once were, but this is taxing and requires concentration. Basically, I now have permanent concentration to just keep my normal form up. This is what happens when I'm not concentrating. This is a flaw for the level 2 aberrant horror, and this is awesome. Love it. All right, this form is not permanent, and moments of stress are likely to reveal your true nature, aka the form you see now.
Or
Yeah,
concentrating on a spell, entering hollowed ground.
Or choosing to reveal myself.
Diplomacy is going to get a lot more interesting for this group.
yeah, that's one way of putting it. She
Yep.
is going to do the best she can to make sure that she is. Well, first of all, she's going to start looking about the room to see whether or not Auntie Karen, has any works, notes, books, anything like that that might hint at what is going on here. And
I guess as you rifle through Auntie Karen's belongings, you do find the book, Aberrant Horror.
Pretty on the nose.
gonna skim through it real quick and see whether or not she can decipher what the hell is going on here.
It's
Give me an
a
arcane check.
yeah, it's a book of lore relating to aberrations.
Arcane, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
You have no idea what's going on with Karen.
I can try. I could try something, but it would really hurt her.
Oh
Not
god.
sure I want to do that.
Probably a nice idea
I have
not
a
to.
I have a spell that will revert people that are shapeshifted into their original form, but it also burns them horribly.
It also burns what?
Burns them horribly.
Post the spell. I want to see this shit.
I believe it's Moonbeam.
It is Moonbeam.
I got that. Alright. Okay.
The metagame, if you want to try that, you can. But if you mention doing something that would hurt Karen, Mock would stand on top of Karen like a sort of tiny guard dog.
Yeah, it would also likely kill Mock.
And Mock's died enough times. I don't think he deserves that anymore.
To be completely honest, I've been saving it for for an emergency for Todak.
I'm an emergency.
You say that, but it is literally called Moonbeam.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
don't think
It's
I think you got it backwards. I was going to reveal this once you actually did spell, but casting this on me or Todak would cause us to go into our monstrous form, not into our humanoid form.
In this case, yes.
And probably Berserk.
For Todak, it
actually,
actually
for you,
no.
it would revert Todak to human.
In normal conditions, yes, but this is literally called Moonbeam. You're hitting a werewolf with a moonbeam. It's like hitting a Saiyan with Blux waves that get to turn him back into a friggin' normal monkey. It's going to have
What
the
is
opposite
this-
effect.
What is this spell's description,
That is
though?
that is your interpretation of the spell, not the way it is written.
And we don't always do rules as written, so yay!
All
So I'm
right.
pretty sure
It
actual
is. It
rules
is.
is written and is meant to turn like werewolves that are pretending to be humanoids and reveal them as their actual werewolf selves.
That too.
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. Anyway, we're not. That's neither here nor there right now. So, what are you gonna do?
Hmm. Um.
'Cause we've only got 45 minutes left, so don't want to go
Yes,
over too
well,
far.
unfortunately, this is a situation that requires me breaking character, because what she would do and what is appropriate would end Karen.
I mean,
So
technically, according to the thing, you are a non-evil character, so you are supposed to attack Karen. Yes. However, that is also at DM's discretion. This is somebody you know. You know Karen is not, you know, some sort of monster out to destroy the as far as you know, to destroy the world.
I have no idea. I have no idea what is happening to Karen, and she is currently. She could very well be in a serious amount of pain and danger. She may not be able to deal with it herself, but the town would. Do you get where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I mean, what you do is up to you. I mean, if you want to do what must be done, you must do what must be done. But this is a grim, dark campaign. If characters die at this point, I really don't feel as bad as it would have been earlier.
Yes, if you do choose an action, it would end up killing my character, even if that was not your intention. I am fine with that.
Yeah.
I love the character, but again, I'm fine. I have many, many backups.
Well, she will cast Augury. She will ask her deity for guidance as to whether or not she should let this happen. Well, whether or not she should inform the city.
So you're asking whether or not you should inform the city. Just to make it clear before I give the answer.
I don't know how to word this. I am going to ask whether or not letting Karen.
Can I ask you a quick question first?
Go ahead.
You
What
are
kind
there,
of.
so
Well, no, I meant out of character question. Um, I didn't mean to post that. I was looking at it. I apologize. What kind of thing is mock. Can I use speak with animals on it?
What is?
I
A,
have that.
a mock is like a tiny mimic. It's a monstrosity.
I can't use speak with animals on it, could I?
No.
No, you can.
Okay. Well, then I'm out. Do
All
your
right.
thing with Augury.
So you're asking whether or not it's okay to let Karen be.
In short, yes. She needs to word it properly, but the question is, is it in my deity's best interest to allow Karen to get treatment for Karen or leave her as she is?
Well, with getting treatment or leave her as is kind of not. It's not one that's very easy to answer. But you get a wheel and a woe.
So get treatment, but don't get treatment.
You get a good and a bad. Like you can try to give her treatment, but bad shit might happen. It might be good for her, or it might not. That's the best you're gonna get.
Love gods and their silly answers to questions.
Gods are always cryptic.
Yeah, we
Well,
are.
it's not a particularly powerful spell, so you're not going to get a strong, articulate answer. Uh,
Fawn's gonna look. If it's her and she's mock seems okay,
That's
not
her.
distressed, maybe we should wait.
It is her.
Then Nock's not distressed?
Mock is not distressed, but I don't know whether or not this is good for her or not. I don't know whether or not we could do anything about this even if we tried. I'm not sure that if I were to go get the temple guard or a medic or anything like that, that they would do anything less than kill her.
I am positive they would kill her, and I'm not inclined to see someone I fought beside die.
Neither am I, but at the same time, I'm not inclined to see the people around this area die if this is contagious and spreads.
If it was contagious, wouldn't I be the first to be affected by it?
You may be infected by it. We don't know.
I'm not inclined to go to the guard. I'm inclined to wait and hear out from Karen.
As you guys are talking, I'm gonna hand wave this a little bit. There's a knock on the door.
Okay.
Could you go down and check that?
I will go down for the door.
When you open the door, there is a gnome looking up at you. It's like, "You're not
Hi.
Karen."
She's indisposed.
Yeah.
I'm part of her team.
Okay, I need to talk to her.
She's currently out, so she is unable to be talked to. Can I help you?
He's gonna just kind of waddle past you. It's like, I need to talk to her now.
You cannot. Don is strong enough. He's going to move and stand in front of his way and keep him in the doorway.
I will
Half
bite
of
your
us,
shins.
You don't have a chance.
Then bite my shins, he dares. I'm going to take out a dagger and look menacing. I have intimidation.
He's going to pull out a spell book and get ready to cast a spell. Try me, big boy.
You are not going in. She is currently passed out and cannot be spoken to.
No contact, please.
Listen to her. She sounds smart. I just need to talk to Karen. If she's unconscious, I can still talk to her.
You cannot.
I've tried that. She cannot respond.
Listen, cleric woman, I am smarter than you. I can
You're
talk
not
to her.
You are not coming in.
Can you talk to her brain
Yes!
directly? So can
Then
I.
do-
It didn't work.
I can talk to people while they're unconscious. Out of my way, or I will fireball this house.
I will not let you in.
You want to fireball a house?
Actually,
I-
that might actually be a good thing. Yes.
I don't know if I like you or not. Look, I kind of realized that Karen gave me some weird shit, and I need to talk to her because I think it came from her.
You cannot talk to her.
Can't see you.
I know that.
Let him in. He can take a look.
If Auntie
I'm gonna-
Karen's not up, Vaughn is not letting this guy in. He is not going to let her die. Nope. Vaughn has party loyalty. Especially seeing as he lets her live here. She lets him live here.
This is all sorts of dangerous, and I am very uneasy by all of it.
Vaughn, give me a wisdom saving throw.
If it's an attack spell, he may need to make a saving throw versus my spell if he's going to make an attack.
It's not an attack spell.
20!
Shit.
He
You
was trying
feel-
to friend him.
No, you feel a slight tingle and your limbs sort of seize up for a moment, and then you kind of break free. It's like, look, just let me talk to her. I swear I will get my brother down here and cut this place up.
You don't scare me, little man. And
What is
now
your name,
because
sir?
Now as he's legitimately, Vaughn will attempt to... Nope, I'll let him Dust go.
This isn't even your house. She has contracted me to make something, and I need some more information on something. It'll take me 5 minutes.
She is passed out, so the answer is no.
What part of I can talk to a passed out person? Don't you fucking understand, you dense boy?
I do not
How would
care.
you
The
go about doing
answer
that?
is no.
It's called dream walking.
Then do it from here.
I need to be in contact with the person.
No. No, you don't want to do that. And this is me saying this for your health.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to touch an abomination of an aberrant horror. Oh, look at me. I want to be safe.
Is that what this is? Do you know something about what's going on here that we don't?
I know lots of things to let me in.
I can't give you permission to come in because it is not my house. She has to give you permission to come in, and she is not keeping that right now. If you'd like to go and get a warrant, go do that.
You really don't want me to get a warrant because the guards will come in.
Yeah, I know. I didn't honestly think that you would do it.
I mean, I'll go get one,
Okay.
but then Karen's death is going to be on you.
Are you gonna cause her death?
No, the gods will stab her to
No.
death.
I'm talking right now, if we let you in.
I'm not going to kill someone who's paying me damn near 500 gold for this thing.
Alright. I guess we can if he can, and he's not going to cause her harm.
I am going to cast See Invisible and make sure that there is no funny business going on in regards to
Vaughn will step
unseen
aside and let him walk
eyes
in
and the sort.
Alright. He, scoots past, kind of under Bond's legs, and goes right up to where Karen is, like... God damn it, it's worse than I thought. Oh, well. She'll be
And keep an
fine.
eye on him.
She'll be
Okay.
fine. She just needs to rest.
Let me ask you something, and she's going to say this directly to his brain. Will the rest of of this city be fine?
As long as nobody eats Karen's flesh, yes.
Do you think she is going to agree to those terms?
Not feeding flesh, probably.
I don't No, you'll have to discuss that with her yourself when she wakes up.
She does have a habit of cooking a lot.
Well, then I'll start cooking.
Vaughn just starts burning everything in the kitchen.
Bond does not burn. I'm able to make food.
What exactly are you hired to craft?
Well, she wanted a magic item, and she kind of was vague about it, but I have the idea, and I need to see how okay she is with needles.
Yeah, all right.
I
What is
realize
it?
she's a doctor, but she doesn't probably get stabbed by needles often. Also,
What is
tattoos. I need a design for her.
5 gold says she'll be fine.
No bet.
No bet at all. So you are creating something that can inject things into other people?
I'm not.
Sounds more like a tattoo.
Ah! Ah!
magical
Yes!
tattoo.
Yes! That tattoo! Ha! I
Now
told you somebody would get it! See? Not everybody's as crazy as you!
get
What?
out. Burn the place down. This is not going any further.
What?
What?
This weapon
I
that
he-
he is designing for her it sounds to me like it is capable of injecting things into
No.
other people. It's an
I-
infection transmission thing.
No, you
No, it's-
fucking moron! It's a tattoo that is magical!
It just adds stats. It helps someone become better. I've seen it a couple times. It
See, I
adds
told you
stats.
somebody gets it!
Hmm.
Ironbert,
Sure I agree with you.
Swordbert, you were right. There is somebody just as dumb as you. It's this woman.
Kodak's gonna gut this thing.
I know, right? I mean, hey, phobias are weird.
Anyways, as long as he's not causing threat to Karen, Don's fine.
Unfortunately, I am tasked with being responsible for the rest of the city.
At this moment, she's not causing harm, so we can let her be.
Yeah, she's not causing harm, but I don't know that she has control over what she does.
Well, she's in phase 2. And if she would have lost her mind, she would have lost it at phase 1. So she is fine.
Don't know about fine, but
Todak's not here.
yeah, I know. Kodak's out doing Todacky things.
Yep.
which I'm endlessly curious what Todaki things are.
Well, I was planning to get to Todak about 30 minutes ago, so...
Hey, that's fine. You guys keep trucking. You do what you do.
I'm sorry. I was following characters.
Oh, I know. I'm just letting you know the timeline. You guys love to derail shit.
What? No, what? No, no. This is about on this is on rails as so much so it's ridiculous. What you're asking is for us to jump rails to allow something to happen that shouldn't happen.
This is gonna be interesting. Keep on trucking, kids. I got time.
Look,
All right.
everything will be fine. I promise. There is...
I don't
Everything will-
trust your words. I don't trust anything about you. I don't know who you are.
You don't
You
know
brought
who
me-
I am.
Oh
Nope.
no.
Me,
Oh,
the greatest
no.
of the
Nope.
Ironbirds.
Oh,
Nope.
here you go.
Never heard of you.
Now that's just
You haven't
spite.
You haven't even given us your name, so I can be fair on that one.
I am Wandbert, the greatest mage of the Burt family.
Small
All right.
family.
You know what really ticks me off right now? Is that I did not prepare the proper spells.
Yes, Wandbert.
What spells did you want to have prepared for this?
Sending would be nice.
Oh.
Sending for
Zone of
what?
zone of truth would be really nice.
Well, here's the thing. It has been several days, so whatever spells you would have had prepared,
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I prepared the spells that I thought I was going to need. I just didn't anticipate this happening.
I
Uh,
mean, that's kind of how our lives go. That's
What?
D&D
Yeah.
for you.
now, if you'll all shut the fuck up, I must now dream walk. Good! Somebody actually listened to me. Alright, he's gonna place both of his hands on Karen, roughly where the head would be. And closes his eyes and sits down, and you see his body kind of emit a bit of a light aura. And Karen, what would you be dreaming about right now?
Transforming the rest of the city into abominations.
I don't know why, but the immediate thing that came to mind is she's thinking of 70s swing jazz, and she's playing the music on repeat.
There's probably music playing, but I think at this point, you see a nice like table spread. The party's there, all eating, except Auntie Karen.
Ew.
Auntie Karen, well, it's a nice spread of food. It's like it's normal food. It looks really good, really appetizing.
I don't
However,
believe Karen.
however, Auntie Karen is not there sitting. She's everywhere. She's
Oh god, is she that creepypasta Garfield that's the entire house?
I was gonna say something else, but yeah, basically.
Oh, goody.
So, normal food, the party eating, and then the entire room is Karen.
Oh dear
The
god,
claws,
it's...
yeah, claws, tentacles, all like coming out of the floor, out of the walls. Just here's some cranberry sauce. No, here's a turkey. Just normal food.
He's gonna look at you and be like, oh god, this is... I really should have brought the expert, but whatever. I'll just deal with it. And then he claps 3 times. You didn't hear any of this. He claps 3 times, and Karen, the dreamlike haze that you're normally in while dreaming, you become incredibly lucid, and you see him, and you realize that you are in a dream currently.
Okay, the sort of half face of Andy Karen on the wall just turns to him and says, "Oh, hello."
It is I, Wandput. I am here to ask a few questions.
Sort of looks around the room, sees what's going on, doesn't really care, and goes back to Wanbird and says, "All right."
Look, I kind of realized what's going on because I checked over the flesh you gave me. Yeah, you really should have told me that, but whatever, I'm dealing with it. I'm going to kind of increase the fee a little bit, just by 100 gold, don't worry. Just because you didn't give me all the fucking details about where the flesh came from, you freak. Anyway, neither here nor there. I know you are a doctor, and I know that this came from you. Do you have a phobia of needles for your person?
Around the room, again, the room being her, looks back at him. No, and yes, I should have some extra gold on my person if you want. Just take it. That's fine.
Well, I'll get the golden delivery when you're, free-formed. Second, I need a design for the tattoo that I'm going to be giving you because it is important in the crafting process.
At this point, the wall starts to change into the form of a form of a tattoo. It looks like a mass of tentacles, but the tentacles have large spikes coming from them that sort of grasp together like fingers. And in the center, though, under the mass of spiked tentacles, is a large eye.
He does a few hand movements that says a few words in a language you can't understand, and that image that you produced actually becomes two-dimensional and almost as if it's transferred to a piece of paper. And it's like, thank you. Yeah, all right. I'll make sure your friends don't kill you. because they seem to be discussing it.
Well,
Looks
that
around
was
the room
smart,
again.
okay.
I don't particularly blame them, but yes, that would be very helpful.
I
And
mean-
the tattoo, I'll think of just putting it across my back.
Tramp stamp, got it.
More of a yakuza, yakuza,
Yakuza?
Ya- Yakuza.
yakuza tiles back tattoo. Yeah.
Oh, I know what you meant, but he's just like tramp stamp, got it. All right, just try not to do this in real life because I really will fireball your house.
I would also prefer not becoming a house.
Yeah, kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Anyway, later. I will collect the payment in a little bit. All right.
As another tentacle comes out of the wall and gives the basically adds like a sort of large plate of mashed potatoes to the table.
Right. He disappears from your view, and you go back to being as if you were in the dream. No memory of the conversation happening. And as he takes his hand off of Karen's fleshy body, the paper comes with him, and he's just like, "All right, I got what I needed. Fuck off!" And teleports out.
Gee, I was
Found
gonna
a
pay him
spell.
to reach out to Silent.
And pops back for a second. Don't kill her! I need my money! And leaves
If I
again.
pay you, will you not share this information?
He's not going to share the information.
I'm not going to... I'll take the money. Yeah, give me the money.
How much?
100 gold?
I give him the 100 gold.
Suckers all around.
I really hope I get to murder this guy. Am I still muted? No, I'm not muted.
Ah, that's why I was laughing. Alright, he teleports out again, and, yeah. Stuff he's useful.
Alright. So we on to Todak now?
Unless
Not
Dusk wants to
exactly.
go.
I mean, what are you guys planning on doing with this new
Go
information?
ahead. I
I'm
can
going to
deal
leave
with
Karen
I-
alone.
Later. Just,
I'll keep an eye on her.
there's nothing that we can do. I mean, it's either leave her be or burn the house down.
I would prefer to leave her be.
I am in agreement. I'm just painfully worried that I'm making a mistake.
I look at Dusk. If it's anybody making a mistake, I am the one advocating for her life. So
No,
you can
no,
always
I
place
advocate
them-
for her life. It doesn't work that way. I answer to a higher power. What I want doesn't matter. It's what I need to do for my God.
Well, your god says,
Yeah,
fine.
God literally said, I don't care.
It
Karen
has
might
not
be
yet been
useful.
determined that she's a threat.
Like I
So
said, it's the response that I got from my God did not help me at all.
Then let's leave it be and let it fester, for lack of better words.
Also,
Which was the decision that I came to. Was the only reason that I haven't done anything yet.
Karen, out
Or
of
up
curiosity,
to this point.
have you seen the trailer for the Calypso Protocol?
No.
Okay, you should, because I feel like at one point that's going to be Karen transforming people.
Good to know.
So for the rest of
Personally,
this, Vaughn will.
I'm getting more of a. Go ahead.
You first.
I was gonna do a more reference, but now I forgot the name. So go ahead.
Sorry. Vaughn will assist Mock in taking care of Karen when he's in the house. Cause he's been good to. She's been nice to him, so he doesn't seem to need to harm her and stuff.
Feeding Karen food and water is like feeding the dude from Batman Beyond who got partially turned into ink.
I didn't say
No, you
feeding,
just
just
throw it
making
on
sure
top
she's
and let it-
okay.
Throw the food at her and just let it seep inside.
I'm
All right,
surprised
on
nobody
to
knows what the
Todak.
reference is. Todak!
What are we gonna do Dusk next? I mean, Dusk has been part of this whole thing, but hasn't had a chance to do their own individual thing.
Dusk, do you want to go?
Dusk's is already pretty much taken. Mine's already pretty much taken care of. You know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, you're working on your thing, but, I mean, we can kind of hand wave most of yours then if you want. We can do
If you
a
want
little
to
bit
get
of it
this
later.
caught up, go ahead. Yeah,
All
that's
right,
fine.
then Todak. It is your turn. What is Todak doing? I know what Todak is doing.
Don't use the Todak voice. That's my thing, you piece of shit.
No.
Also, what happened to the no sound effects thing?
Oh, that was gone a while ago. That was 10
Okay,
minutes.
cool. Just checking.
Also, an accent or a voice is not a sound effect. So,
And
So-
I did the accents when he did the southern thing.
As I told you yesterday, Todak is going to be spending his time outside of the city, because fuck that place. City sucks. And Todak is going to be spending all of his time hunting bigger and bigger game. Everything he kills, he does the ranger thing and then brings it into town.
to
I don't know, I'm
sell.
While I'm with Todak.
Sorry?
Nothing. Continue. I'm gonna mute myself while I'm.
Alright.
Todak's hunting. His prey is cornered.
Yes.
Alright, for your hunting stuff, I'm going to want 4 survivals, and we'll go from there. Alright, give me 3 5 attack rolls.
I'm gonna use the new bow.
Okay?
Five, you said?
Yep. God damn! 229s in a row. Alright. With your superior hunting skills, you managed to bring in bigger and bigger game, except for at the last point. There's a large creature, a very large creature that you are hunting, and you start to go after it, but your arrows just, it almost seems to be bouncing off of its hide. It is thick and it is angry, but it doesn't fight back. It instead runs away from you, and it leads you on a chase. And as you
Okay.
go down through your chase, you actually end up in a bit of a marshland.
Oh, good. Home.
And you start hearing loud croaking. Is it one? I think it's one. We must go greet this one.
I assume they're all speaking Grung.
They are speaking Grung.
Yes, this one is one. Speak your piece, and Todak will hear it.
We have been stationed here for a bit. Kind of abandoned by several Grung villages. We're kind of trying to make our own way, but the hunting, we are not as good as the fearsome Todak that we have heard of.
Then someone. Okay, there is no actual rumorage, to my knowledge, that anyone knows who Todak is.
I mean, with you bringing in those bigger and bigger games, there have been rumors circulating about of the Grung Hunter, and with your connection to the Earl, somebody would have let your name slip.
All I can think of is Todak has brought in a moose. Just a dead moose and dropped it somewhere, and then started taking care of cleaning it. Then why are you abandoned here? Are you failures? Your weakness has had you removed from your clans.
In a sense, yes, but some of us have more toxic poisons. Others use magic that the clans do not like.
Todak approves already. and I offer you a chance. Become a new clan. Become Todak clan.
You are the fearsome hunter Todak. Oh, be praised, Todak.
Oh, I like this already. So,
If you offer us into the Todak clan, we will gladly take it if you will have us.
I will. Todak will only take the strongest of you, and I have a test that you must pass.
And what is this test?
A true test of strength against the ultimate beast.
Man? No, they're not the ultimate beast. They're pitiful.
Todak is ultimate beast, and then he immediately transforms.
What the fuck? You transform and, give me a dexterity saving throw, I think. Let me double check the spell. Give me 3 dexterity saving throws. And...
Dexterity's kind of my jam.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, you passed 3 of them.
What exactly happened?
One sec, I keep fucking... Okay, it's D6s. As the second you transform and you go on about your test, several of the grung kind of spread out, and they throw fireballs in your face.
Oh, good. Wizard types. That's unfortunate.
And you take half of 2 of those, and full on the 1.
Okay. I think I'm surviving.
And they all start to spread out and get ready to attack you. This is a test with the mighty Todak. We will pass his test!
Alright, 1 second. I've got to do some math here. Oh yeah, I'm definitely still standing. Ultimately my goal is not to kill them. Just show them I am the superior critter.
Yep. They do actually, all of them put up a really good fight up against you, but that's mostly because of the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But you start taking them down, and they are, they're wounded, and they realize that you're not killing them, but they still try to fight as hard as they can against you.
Good.
Quite
very end-
impressively.
Good. I will not have anything less. And when the dust settles and all the other grung are beaten or I'm nearly dead, I summon a fucking trio of healing spirits. And I will have not been stingy with my bite attacks.
Well, you have bitten every single one of them at least twice.
When's the next full moon? Do I know? Is it pretty close?
It is very close, yes.
Okay.
There's somebody you probably want to contact, because you probably don't want to have a friggin' army of like 10 grung going full werewolf.
Okay. I do call him eventually, but at the end of the combat, Todak has found you all worthy, and the clan of Todak is founded here and now.
The clan of Todak has been founded! Praise Leader Todak! My roommates probably think I'm fucking nuts. I have
You are.
not. I have not been quiet.
With that, Todak just basically goes into the spiel until the werewolf shows up about what they need to do now that they have been gifted both this power and this curse, and their goal as the ultimate hunters.
He shows up actually very close to the full moon, and there are several people with him. He looks at you and it's like, Todak, what did you do?
Yeah, I made my own clan.
Couldn't have fucking warned me first.
And this happened!
Look, it's gonna take a bit, but we should be able to get you chains before the full moon, enough for everybody here. Assuming you don't want everybody to go on a murderous rampage.
Todak pauses for a moment.
Before you say anything, you just got this clan, you don't want to lose it to monster hunters.
Fine. Todak agrees. Clansmen, do as this one directs, and you shall survive and become apex predators like the Todak.
We will do as the Todak commands.
Do we have the Grim Hollows book somewhere pinned? Because with this new computer, I do not have that file anymore.
Yeah, it's pinned somewhere. I'll...
Yeah, the Grim Adventures on the Discord. Just go to the pin and it'll be there.
Yep, I got him. Thank you.
And
So,
with this, they come back the day before the full moon and start handing out chains to everybody.
And with vigor, every Todakian, that's a thing now, chains themselves to their own very staunch tree.
Yep. And the man who was helping you before looks at you and it's like, alright, Todak, you see that big tree there? The big thick one? Ancient?
Rarity.
Don't know, say it like that again, Todak, please.
What of it?
I will be chaining you to that.
Why?
Because what is about to happen is going to be painful, and you're going to want to be chained to something big and chained down thoroughly.
Oh, this is going to be good.
All right.
Let's see. What the hell is my flaw for this one?
For this one, you are going to get silver sensitivity.
Right. Okay.
Am I the only one who doesn't have to worry about transformations then?
Yes.
Like,
For now.
Good. I'm not doing it.
remember, Andy Karen gave you an offer.
Auntie Karen's not going to be taken up on the offer. Or
Well,
Todak.
there is the fact, too, that if Todak does go into a rage and you get bit by Todak or one of his, cronies, you could still be infected.
We'll find
No,
out
I
when
don't-
and if that comes.
Yeah.
Vaughn will keep as much money as possible to get rid of that. Because I'll go get a greater restoration. I'll go pay for one.
Oh, we got Dusk and we have Andy Karen who could probably both at least attempt to cure you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
I don't-
the night progresses, you see above you the moon. You are chained tight to this tree. It's almost suffocating how tight you are chained to it. The moonlight hits you and you do transform, but it feels different. You are still lost to the lust of the hunt. However, you feel deep in your core something change. Something strange as you feel stronger. and you can take one of your boons.
The night is filled with deep choruses of frog croaking. For those of you familiar with when Todak changed the first time, dusk, you hear a lot more of that same night.
This, like I said, this is going to be a bad month.
I'm gonna have to talk to you about my boon when we're done here, though.
Oh yeah, no problem.
So
And
I'll hold selecting it for now.
all right, Dusk. We'll do yours up real quick, and then we should be done for the day.
Okay. Most of her time will be spent first in acquiring a suitable vessel for the enchantment, then
Through your research, you have found that you need two very unique items: the Tears of an Angel and Blessed Iron, or a blessed metal of some sorts that is rather sturdy.
okay. Tears of an Angel. And strictly speaking, she is an angel.
Exactly. The Blessed Iron is going to be a little bit more difficult to get. It's going to be a bit more time consuming, but with the time that you have, you will be able to.
I think she can. I think she can bless iron.
Yeah, but it's still going to take a little bit of time. It's not going to be hey, here's a piece of iron, here's the blessed, and here we go. It is a process to make it properly blessed for this type of item.
Yeah. Okay. Well, she's got work to do, and it won't be easy, but that's what she's doing.
Yep. So with
She's also going to obviously bounce from Karen to Todak to check up on both of them because they're both loose cannons as far as she's concerned. She's got to make sure that they're okay.
Yep. No, you're able to bounce through as you do your stuff. It takes almost a full week to get that iron properly blessed, and with the next week that you're working, through the magics that you're pouring into this, it starts to change shape. A chain starts to form, and its shape turns into a receptacle for a liquid.
Okay. That would be her tears, I would assume.
Yep. So as it changes shape, the magics kind of bounce from it into you, and you feel liquids start streaming down your face. And as you go to collect it into the vial, you notice that the liquid is not clear, but it is red. But it seems to be radiating a bit of a holy energy.
Incidentally, the vessel was going to double, just so that you're aware, was going to double as a holy symbol. So it's going to be
Yep.
shaped in a way to signify or symbolize her god, as well as have the enchantment on.
Yep.
Assuming you're okay with that.
Oh yeah, that's fine. The as the tears start to pool inside of this receptacle, it starts to overflow and kind of form around it a bit, but then bubble up, and a small symbol of McGlass appears as the tears start to crystallize inside this receptacle. And
Cool.
as you finish the spell, it hardens into what almost feels like iron itself, as the two pieces have almost merged. And it doesn't feel overly heavy either. It feels surprisingly light for the materials that you used. And holding it, there's almost like it almost feels like it lost weight from the iron that
Nice.
you were using. Hey, Joker. And give me 1 second. That'd be a 5. That's that. I need to go back.
Huh.
Nope, we're gonna have to go one. Go to the one without the rival. As all this is happening, somebody from the college is actually there watching you. He seems rather old, but every time you're there to perform the ritual,
He showed
and,
up.
and creating this thing, he does show up, studying you, taking notes.
Can I help you?
Oh no, just here to watch. Don't worry.
Pervert.
Uh, well, not to be rude, but who are you? And who let you in?
This is the church, is it not?
Yes, but the common room is upstairs.
I have research papers that allow me any access to anywhere as long as it is not someone's private chambers.
Huh.
Or a bathroom. Not allowed in there anymore for research purposes.
Wouldn't he still have to like announce his presence and introduce himself, especially with like a seraph in training
Where
kind of thing?
he would he would probably need permission from the head of the church, but I am not the head of the church.
Exactly.
So if he was introduced, he's still trespassing as far unless he was introduced.
He was not introduced to you, but the head of the church is just like, he's back lurking again. Dusk, is everything okay? Is he bothering you?
He's not bothering me, but I don't understand his motives.
You're creating a magical item, are you not, Dusk?
Man, at
That's
least
why
I'm
he's
trying.
here.
I don't know if it's gonna work.
That's why he's here. He likes this sort of thing.
If you would like to help, this might go along a bit faster.
Oh no, no. You do your thing. I don't do divine magic. I just study it.
Okay.
What you're doing is divine work for a god of sorts. I cannot help with that.
Sure. You could help, you just couldn't cast spells. There are other things you could do, like make sure that the candles are stay lit, and fetch objects when needed, or
Why would I need to make
make
sure
sure
that the candles stay lit? These are ever burning candles. I installed them myself.
that people don't interrupt me while I'm trying to actually focus on magic.
Well, I mean that's kind of your fault for doing it in a common room.
No, the common
I'm
room
not
was
doing it
upstairs,
in
I
the
thought.
room. That's upstairs.
But I thought you were in the common room.
No,
So you're in the main part of the church then.
no, she's probably in one of the lower chambers, one of the work rooms.
Oh well.
I assume like any church, they
she's
would have
she may
spaces
even
for them to work.
more often than not, if she's actually doing the enchanting part, she could have probably been doing it in her room, her own room.
They have a. All right. Just give me a second here.
Not to make things complicated. I'm not gonna. I'm not. If he's here and I'm just curious as to what he's doing. That's all. Not trying to shoo him out or anything like that.
Well, fine. I will make sure that nobody disturbs you. I will cast silence
No, no,
if
no,
it's
no, 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 no,
necessary.
no. No. Chanting is involved. I need to beseech my. If you cast silence on it, then I can't chant. If I can't chant, then the person that is granting me this magic item might not allow the magic to flow. If you get what I'm saying, this isn't really me doing this. This is my God, and
And I can keep you out of the area of the zone of silence, so you be fine.
Oh, oh, okay. Well, that works too.
He starts scribbling in his notebook.
Thank you.
All serifs are uptight, it seems.
Okay.
Ha, Joker gets it. But he's there observing you for about half of the time that you are crafting this item. And
Okay.
when you are finished crafting it, he's not there anymore.
I am going to make sure that while he is there, I'm not there by myself. I'm going to make sure that I have hmm, what's the word I'm looking for? An extra set of eyes. People that I trust and know.
Serifs are overly
Preferably
cautious.
in this world, you'd be a fool not to be cautious.
Delusional. I'm just doing that to be a dick, I'm sorry.
Clearly.
I don't know. I mean, am I wrong in thinking that some random dwarf wandering down into a temple to watch somebody create a magic item is a little weird?
I never said it was a dwarf.
Seems a little. Did you not?
I never said it was a dwarf. I said it was a wizard.
Hmm. Just said dwarf. Nevertheless, yeah, she does what she has to finish the enchantment. Hope that it comes out okay.
Yeah, on the last day of your enchantment, he is not there. And the enchantment comes out perfectly.
Sweet. So may I add that to my sheet?
You may. Almost perfectly.
Now, did that take the entire month?
A little with having to spend some time with Karen and going for Todak as travel time. It did take most of the month because you wouldn't to go to Todak for where he was with his new clan.
Everyone strapped to a tree.
It would have taken a little bit more extra time. So
But keep in mind, I can't fly.
I know.
Okay.
But we'll leave this here. The next start of the adventure, chapter 3, shall be in 2 weeks' time. I hope everybody's ready, and The last little bit of homework that I get you to do will bear fruit at that point.
Perfect.
I hope everybody
Ah.
enjoyed the stream, and we'll be
Thank
back
you.
here within a few minutes for some game. Haven't decided on what, but some game.
No, it was
Thank you
great.
for running.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I had fun.
Yeah.
I am very, very, very. I
Concerned.
won't say torn. Not even concerned, really. I'm struggling with. Uh, the party does not fit the character.
Party does not fit the character.
It really
What?
doesn't, but Miklas told you were supposed to be the moral compass of the party.
So far, you've done a good
Yeah,
job keeping
problem
Todak
is-
from murdering everyone.
I mean,
Bond's
Auntie
not
Karen's
sure
all
Problem is
right.
either.
It's just, she might infect everyone.
That's
Bond's
the
not
problem.
sure
See,
either.
I don't know where her borders should be. You know what I'm saying? I know where they should be, but at the same time, uh, a lot of what's going on just doesn't. The reactions and the responses that I am making doesn't seem to really make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm struggling to find reasons to bend the rules.
I think your skepticism is probably right on the money. But then again, your archangel, just say that there's about equal amounts of good and bad with what's going on with Karen. So, making sure it stays good and trying to minimize bad would probably be something your character might be interested in.
Good, you're literally
Exactly.
damage control for the rest of us.
yep.
Bond has not
Problem
been
is,
that horrible.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, Bond's fine, but when it comes to Auntie Karen and Kodak, I can't tell if if they're doing anything bad. There's too much secrecy,
I mean,
you know. So
Auntie Karen at this point has more or less been honest with you. So if you want, you can always just
Oh.
after seeing what happened to her now, you can always just
Talk to her like a
interrogate
normal
her,
person.
that or interrogate her like our other
yeah,
characters at one point. Also,
yeah, I'm going
need
with
to
the
type check.
she's desperate. Sorry.
ahead.
Yeah, unfortunately, she doesn't actually have the skill,
And
and there's a part of her that wants to believe that you guys will do the right thing. And that she's torn isn't so much in what you will do, it's what she is responsible to do, where her responsibilities lie. Is she supposed to do this? She doesn't want to, but should she? You know?
Well, if I remember correctly, your archangel is like the angel of mercy. So
It is.
your character might be merciful at least until you've gone over the line, sort of deal.
Yeah. Arch Seraph of Mercy, a Redeemer, the Saint of Lost, the Saint of Lost Causes, the Saint of Lost Causes, and Plague Breaker. Okay.
Yes.
Technically, what you are is potentially a plague.
Yeah, but she also might be a lost cause that you can redeem.
and
That's
Todak is
like
definitely a lost cause.
I don't know that Todak was ever a cause at this point.
I don't
He
know
was
if
always
Todak was
just
there.
chaos.
Todak has been very predictable thus far.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
He is. He has been.
Anti-Karen
He
is
is
more the wild
complicated.
card.
No,
Like,
they're both wild cards in their own way. They're just
Todak is like, they'll tell you up front, I'm going to punch you in the face, and then he punches you in the face. Anti-Karen's
Yeah.
more of the sort of, again, she's a horrible monster, but she's also a witch. So it's like, but she also is a doctor who genuinely wants to help people and cook for people. So it's like, again, equal parts good and bad. At least Todak is
Yeah.
direct and to the point.
Side note: if you
Yeah.
do try to feed Vaughn one of your and make him a horror, he's gonna come for you.
Yeah, that's fine. Again,
Todak has eaten it with gusto.
Karen's smart enough to know that it might be for your own good to make you one of her, but she'll respect you for the time being.
And
For the
that right
time.
there is exactly my point. That you just hit on my point. Auntie Karen is, what she believes is for the best might not be for the best.
Vaughn might
You
be
know
getting
what
on
I'm
the
saying?
bandwagon.
Her beliefs may not coincide with everybody else's belief on what constitute as for the better. So, what a good cause. So forth. It's rough. It's a difficult balancing act.
I completely understand. Like again, I've said this before, but if a point is reached where your character decides, yeah, Auntie Karen must die, I'm entirely fine with this. I have multiple backups.
And Todak's the
Think
same
everyone-
way. I've already got a freaking cult going.
Mhm.
Todak will be raised to god status by the end of it, I hope.
Like in the end, by the end point, there's going to be an army of abominations versus an army of werewolves.
And
I
then
would love that.
and then Vaughn is going north and staying out of it if it's becoming armies.
At some point, there's just
Anyway.
going to be a massive war between Karen and Todak for who spreads their disease the furthest.
Todak's disease is best disease. Everyone wants
Vaughn.
frogs.
I'm on your team now, Dusk. Players have convinced me. They need to die.
I can make you froggier. More legs. More jumping.
Oh, that's terrifying, actually. Fuck.
Could you imagine if we joined forces? An aberrant
Technically, you
lichen.
already
Oh
have.
my god.
Technically, you already have.
All right, Dusk. I'm on your team. I don't know about Vaughn, but I'm on your team. Let's kill him.
Yeah, right? Right?
Giant werewolf
Rude.
frog with 10 mouths, like firing multiple tongues out at several directions, eating everything. Yes, my boy.
Jesus. That's some eldritch horror shit right there. Cthulhu would look at that and say, nope.
No, Cthulhu would look at that and say, "Ah, my pet has finally come."
I think I
I
could be
have
a
a
pet
pet.
to another god.
You might have the option.
Alrighty, well, I'm gonna go take a quick shower. I'll talk to all of y'all in a few.
All right.
I
Talk
gotta
to you
go
guys
to
later.
bed, so
Talk to
that
you
was
guys next
awesome.
week.
Bye.
Yep,
All right.
great game, everyone. See some of you tomorrow.
Good
Yep.
night, guys.
See ya.
Goodbye. Have a nice day.
Bye-o.
Bye. All right. We'll be back in like 2 minutes.